Karnataka, Bombay government faces heat. Recent reports have shown that several schools in Karnataka don't have separate toilets for girls. The Unified District Information System for Education classes revealed that as many as 943 government and 48 private institutes across the state, over 1,000 schools do not have functional toilets. Meanwhile, there is no electricity in 714 schools and no drinking water in 220 of them as well. The absence of basic facilities don't limit themselves to just the unavailability of toilets. Sizable number of schools do not have hand wash basins, ramps for the disabled and computer systems. Right, this is the latest coming in. The education department in Karnataka has been facing flack over the last few months. Going across to my colleague Ritu, who brings us his latest report. Ritu, we've been discussing this problem for months now, and so much so that I'm sure even our viewers know that the Education Minister of Karnataka is BC Nagesh. Why are there so many lapses when it comes to the education of our next generation?
Exactly. You see, the education department is under scanner for all these reasons. We had seen how earlier as well, because of the students not being supplied with the shoes and socks, then as well the education department had drawn the flag therein. But yes, after that they did come out to sanction the amount for the same. But yes, we have seen constantly these kind of perennial issues. The basic facilities not been provided to the students, not just the students but also the teachers also are suffering in the state. But yes, so that's the kind of reality that we're talking about, and especially this report revealing some shocking facts is even more astounding, that you can see how thousands of schools, in fact even till date, do not have separate washrooms for the girl students. And moreover, you see the number also is of high, with the government schools only almost around 934 schools not having separate washroom for the girl students. Also for boys as well, there are no proper washrooms, no proper wash basins that have been given to the students. But yes, that's the kind of the pathetic condition that we're talking about. But we'll have to see what exactly will the education department state on this, because there has been a lot of issues that the education department has faced earlier as well, whether it's about the textbook distribution or the shoe socks distribution, or for that matter the allegations being raised against the state government for and the education department, especially for allegedly saffronizing the whole education system as well, by dropping few of the well-known poet and the writers lessons for that matter. So that's the kind of situation, especially when we're talking about the basic amenities being not provided to the students. While talking to few teachers and the students who did not want to come on camera and speak because of their own reasons, in fact also told us that how from past so many years there are no proper classrooms that have been provided to these students. They are finding it difficult, because even till date in most of the schools in the IT city as well, the government school, there too students have been forced to sit on ground and for their classes. So that's the situation, but we'll have to see what the education department will respond on this now.
Well, yes, absolutely, Ritu. Let's take a look at what the Congress has to say about this shocking state of affairs.
They are also being brought to the notice, saying that no civic amenities given to the children in Karnataka state. There is no toilets. If there is toilet, there is no water. If there is classroom, there is no computers. If there is classroom, there is no electricity. This is the state of affairs in Karnataka education system today. This is condemnable, completely condemnable, and it's not acceptable to the people of Karnataka. And the government of India should take note of this one and take appropriate steps to make things all right, to educate the children in the rural sector today. And finally, I would like to say this, that government of Karnataka has completely failed, and they want to say that they are the first state in the country to implement NEP. When there is no infrastructure existing in the present system, how are they going to implement NEP system? This is not acceptable. This is condemnable.
This is the government school on the Cottonpet main road, where you can see how the structure looks like. The structure is almost damaged. So one can imagine how teachers and the students are being forced to in fact conduct their classes in such classrooms where the infrastructure is completely damaged. It is not even clean, as that you can see in the visual as well. So this is the class room where the students of grade 8th sit and learn their lessons, in fact. But but this is not even hygiene as well. What we also know is that there's no proper electric facility as well. We'll also try and see if we can on this switch over here. So as I'm trying to on the switch, you can see there's no electricity, fan is not operating, no lights as well. In fact, there's not even a bulb or in fact LED as well that we can see here. Also that you can see there's no proper seating arrangement for the teachers. In fact, the whole room also completely is damaged. We can see how the situation would be when it is raining in the city. Washrooms for the students as well. So this is the washroom that we've been that we can see. In fact, it's not even clean. There's no proper water supply as well for the students. You can see in the visual it's not even hygiene at all. But what we know from the teachers over here is that only 2 times in a week is that when someone comes and cleans these washrooms. Washrooms are not cleaned on a regular basis as well. So that's the reality that you can see in the IT City Government School.
Thank you very much, Ritu, for joining us with your inputs and especially that ground report. And on that